It's been a while, but I figured I would record something and kind of talk about what I've learned through my first semester of college, and then at the same time challenge you to kind of reflect on maybe it's your first semester of college, or it's your senior year of high school, or your first year at this new job, and what you've kind of learned. Because I feel like we get so caught up in this idea of like, oh, I did all these things, but this is what I've done bad, and you never get told what you've done good. Maybe it's your coach for your sport. They don't ever tell you what you've done good. Maybe it's your boss. They don't ever say, hey, you did this really well, but you messed this up, so I want you to know that. That's not the way to think. So, well, let's start. So this first semester, I remember our first year of college. I'm about to finish up, but my first semester, I remember going into it going, okay, cool. So I have two jobs. So I'm going to start to serve at a restaurant, right? I'm going to work chicken houses. So that'd be 4 days a week serving, 3 or 4 days, and it'd be 5 or 6 days at the chicken houses, right? We're going to be trying to be in the gym 4 days a week. We're a full-time student, so we have, 4 classes. We talked about the gym, and then we're going to be trying to do social media. So that's a lot to balance. And now going into my second semester, which I'm going to be wrapping up within a month, I'm also helping coach track for Laurel. So now it's like you're doing all these things plus this additional thing. On top of that, I've been learning how to invest my money, which is something I really, really want to talk about, the stock market and how it's crashing and how all these different things are going on. And the media is going to tell you, hey, panic, pull your money out, and everyone's seeing all this red on your screen. But this is the time to invest in that. Shout out to Mr. Helmick, because he's been teaching me a lot about that. And it's time to invest your money. The stock market, listen to this, the stock market annually returns on average 12%, which means $100 equals $112, right? So now, if this S&P 500, which is, the top 500 companies in the US, it's their stock, right? So if it's now lost 20% and you invest right now, and it on average invests or produces 12% back, that's 32%, which is $100 equals $132 within a year. Think about that, and you don't got to do anything. So shout out to Mr. Helmick. He's been teaching me a lot about that. But let's go back to the gym. So I've also learned that the gym's not going to lie to you, right? So if you're in the gym 3 or 4 days a week, this is the thing about the gym, it doesn't have to be 5 or 6 days a week. Yes, it would be ideal if you're in the gym more, but 3 or 4 days a week, you're training hard when you're in the gym, and your diet is 80% clean, and you're gonna build your dream body just like that. So stop this mindset of, oh, I have to be perfect, because nobody ever said you have to be perfect. Think about it. If you're not lifting at all right now, or if you're eating 100% trash, you eat 80% good, and you lift 3 days a week, but you lift hard, just like that, you're building your dream body. Now let's go to school. School's tough. Everyone knows that. No matter what you're studying, no matter what it is, school is going to be hard, because the whole point is to prepare you for the next part of your life. So whatever schooling you're going through at the moment, I want you to step back and, number one, be proud of where you're at, because summer is almost here, which means you've been going through this school thing, right? You're working really hard. Just finish strong. You got a month or two left. And then all summer you can kind of game plan and focus on what you actually want to focus on. So for me, that's filming content. So if I'm filming content and I'm not in school, that's huge for me, because it saves me so much more time. So now let's think about the two jobs, right? So where are you working? Are you putting all of your attention into that? Because that's something else that people make the mistake of. All my time is being traded for money. When I just told you the stock market returns 12%. So you can make money by sitting here doing nothing, yet you're giving all your time for money. So where can we improve? I'm not saying don't work, because working is good for you. It teaches you a lot of responsibility. It teaches you where to be somewhere and how to do it. It teaches you communication skills. It teaches you how to balance and manage your money if you're handling it right. It teaches you how to budget. So all these things that I'm telling you that I'm learning just by living every day and bettering myself every single day and paying attention to detail. I want you to go back and reflect on the last, I want to say, a year of your life. Go back to when it was about to be August and you were about to start your school again. Go back to last year and your work in your head. What have you learned? Where have you grown? Because I know for a fact you're a lot better right this second than what you were 6 months ago, but you just don't want to tell yourself that, because you want to be perfect. Nobody that ever did anything great, nobody that ever was successful in anything in their life never failed, and in fact, they failed more than everybody else. The people who created these million and billion dollar industries failed more times than anybody else, but that's why they were successful. So start looking forward to failing, because the more you fail, the closer you are to success.